Yes, people. How are we all doing today? Enjoying the summer? I expect you to. I'm your host, Leo Edoche, and this is Lion in the Room, a podcast brought to you by Lion's Den Studio Productions, all owned by me. Yes. But today I have very special guests. They are, when I talk about vibes, and I talk about upcoming vibes, this is something that I have tested. You know, when they say trial and tested, I've tested it. I am ready for it. People, you need to prepare because these guys are taking a wave. They are taking it by storm. I want to welcome Lord B, his manager as well. Tomiwa, thank you guys for coming onto the podcast. I really do appreciate you guys on. How you doing today?
Should I go first?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, cool.
Hey guys, I go by the name Lord B. Some know me as Dangman, a true commando. If you don't know, get to know. It's amazing being here, man. I love the whole situation going on here.
Thank you.
And big up yourself. That's the first thing I said when I met you.
I appreciate that, bro. Thank you. No, we do need to give ourselves our props. We need to give each other the praises because when you decide to pick a craft, when you decide to pick a way forward, it's always something you look forward to. And it's always something that people should admire because when you choose not to follow the main flow, the main movement, then come on. I think that's something that people should respect because you're definitely trying to do something different, and different isn't always bad. Different isn't always bad, man. But who would like to talk to me first, man? Introduce yourselves. Go ahead, Tomiwa.
I'll go ahead and introduce myself. My name is Tomiwa, also known as Mr. Afro X. Literally here in the Lion's Den. You know, we're about to make some movies and magic, and I'm excited, man.
Lovely. In terms of management, I'd like to know really quickly, what's it like? Because if you guys don't know already, these are brothers and they are very lovely brothers indeed. But I'd like to know, what's it like working together when it comes to the management side of music before we get into anything else?
Let me take the floor then.
Of course.
Basically, it's a lot of, I think we always say you have to have ADHD. You know, it's a lot of multitasking. It's a lot of, putting yourself in so many different shoes. Because if you're singularly minded, you can't do that. You can't manage. So it's about thinking about how other people are feeling from the decision that you take. Also making sure that works best for everyone involved. So we run a record label called TMT Entertainment.
Okay.
Where we have DJs, we have artists there as well. So we do a lot of management. Lord B included as well. Kels, shout out to Kels, Triple B. We've got Biz on the track in Nigeria as well.
Okay.
We've got Caesar, something hot. Caesar. Shout out to Caesar, amazing people in the record label. And it's all about just multitasking, having a bit of ADHD, and also being able to be compassionate about, the effect of your decision with other people. Yeah,
I like that, a little bit of empathy in your work as well, because that's not something a lot of people talk about. People give praises to their team as well, but then after a while, you tend to hear what's normally unsaid, and that's sometimes negative, most times negative. Yeah. To be able to consider what is felt by a particular artist, DJ, or collaborator is very good, because then you know what to fine-tune in your work. And it's always going to be something respectable. Makes me think back to a song that I listened to, Joey Badass. It was 2000. And he was talking about how he met one of his future collaborators that reminded him of Steelo, rest in peace, because he was able to really focus in on what he had to change, and he didn't take any negative criticism. He didn't feel any negative way towards any of the criticism he received from Joey Badass. So I completely get that, and I hope what I'm saying makes a lot of sense as well. That's really good, man. But Lord B, I would like to quickly ask you, bro, your last song, obviously you're pushing that out, man. How's that going? Because I listened to it, bro, and I'm loving the way you use Afro music, because I can't really just say, oh, this is Afro fusion, or this is Alter Cruise, or this is dancehall, because you're doing everything. Like, you're doing everything, bro. But talk to me, this most recent song, bro, how's that going?
Yeah, thank you. My most recent song is titled Control Me. A song made for my emotions. I make music for my emotions, experiences, and environment.
Lovely, I like that.
So It's been a song that I actually, backstory, I released 2 years ago,
Okay.
and God just said, you know what, let's do it again. 2 years ago it didn't catch fire, so I'm guessing it wasn't its time. And now this year it's doing what it was meant to do.
Yeah.
And it all comes down to timing. When God says it's time, it's time.
Okay.
And so yeah, it's doing what it needs to do.
I like that. That is true, man. A lot of times we do need to actually probably take our time with how we work.
Yeah.
Probably in this case, when we release, how we release it.
Yeah.
And at the same time, how we've read our audience. Obviously, aside from just making music and spreading vibes, you also read your audience. As a manager as well, you need to know what's best for your client, for your brother at the same time, but you keep it business when it's business.
Yeah.
So you need to know how to react to different situations. And when it comes to a song, of course, man, it's your music.
Yeah.
Do it again. Release it again.
Yeah.
I'm definitely sure there's some artists that have like released a song that they brought out on SoundCloud at the beginning. Speaking of SoundCloud, did you guys also get on that wave at the beginning? You guys still on that now? Because when you have some SoundCloud origins, there's a little bit more rep.
Do you know what it is? I started music on SoundCloud.
Of course.
We're talking
Of course
probably
you
like 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I started rapping actually. And then I had one of my friends. The first song I released was Roast These Hoes. So forgive my French. But I started rapping and my guy was like, yo, listen, I'm going to be so real. I don't think you're good at rapping.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean you don't think I'm good at rapping? Like, what the hell? Like, everyone was feeling it.
Yeah.
But this guy that said that, I hold him in high, esteem. And, I just thought, maybe that's just God speaking to me, saying, you know what, just try something else. Because I knew music was for me.
Of course.
But maybe rapping was not for me. So I had to try something else, got into that Afro space, and the rest is history, basically, man.
Of course, man. When it comes to picking your niche, you sometimes need a hater, you know.
For sure.
But it comes at a time where you probably don't understand it.
Yeah.
If it was now, it's going to be like, you're telling me something that, bro, I know what I know, and you're coming to tell me I shouldn't do this. Get out of here, man.
Yeah,
but when you're starting off, sometimes there are people that are probably seeing a vision that you can't see.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that you should go out and start throwing, oh, damn, bro, I don't think this is for you, bro. Pack it up, bro. Excuse me. Yo, you ain't in my wallet, bro. Relax. But sometimes at a younger age, it does help you fine-tune yourself and in a way, as we've mentioned, man, God does things in mysterious ways. It might even push you to where you need to go.
And that's exactly what it did.
Of course, bro. Of course.
Exactly
there wouldn't be no Lord B without you. So thank you very much, man. You're probably in your bed. But to me, really quickly, bro. Really quickly. Are you also on the music scene as well? Of course, you do the producing and you're the talker, but are you also singing, you rapping, or is it just a bathroom thing?
Funny enough, you see the Roasters Hoes that he spoke about, we're literally on the same track together. That was the first track with one of my boys, Nazi, Noel. Shout out Nazi. So yeah, I don't do music. I deal with the business part of things, because that's my calling. That's what I deal best with.
That's good.
So I like to make sure I'm focusing my energy on that. From time to time, I could do a little, recording in the studio, catch a vibe, and I'm not bad, trust me. I'm not bad. I'm not bad, but yeah, I like to focus on my strengths, and just make that work for both of us.
That's good, man. That's good. Speaking of obviously strengths, differences, because it wouldn't make complete sense for the two of you to be musicians and not have that manager. If you had like a sister or a third sibling, then great, cool, make the whole trio. But as it is now, you're reaping the benefits as it is. It makes sense, and you're literally satisfied with the way things are.
Yeah.
That's a good thing because when it comes to siblings working together, we have seen the ups and downs. We've seen, for example, the Wayans brothers. Like, they've come out and they have their own different studios, but they have their one family studio that they can say they built together. And whatever they're doing with it now, is everything in the newspaper.
Yeah.
And that's something that a lot of people should aspire to have, especially when you have siblings that are ready to push each other towards similar goals. So it's really good, man. We were talking off camera. You said you guys are also in uni as well. What year? Like second year, final year, getting ready to close it off now?
Go ahead,
No.
Finished.
Finished.
We
Congratulations.
literally just finished a couple weeks ago.
Lovely stuff,
Thank
man.
God. That was a contract I had to sign with my mom.
Oh, yeah. You have to finish school.
She
man.
said, "Listen, I'll let you do whatever you want to do in this life.
Get that
But what
degree.
you have to do for me is get that degree." And I'm proud of that. Thank God he was able to guide me to go through that, because it wasn't easy. I've been doing music for about going 7 years now, and when you reach the phase where you need to kind of slow it down because of other things you need to attend to.
Yeah.
In this case, uni. It kind of sucks your energy, almost sucks your drive. But I thank God I was able to kind of balance both together and not just fade out. Because most of our young guys were literally doing music together, popping off, and then they go into uni and they're fading out. And we know it's just because of real life just happening.
Yeah.
But I was able to balance both, and I thank God. Yeah.
That's good, man. Oh man, go ahead.
For me, uni was a platform I needed to push myself in order to become who I needed to be. I go to University of Exeter, just graduated this year. And in terms of the businesses that I have started and I'm growing as well. First off, we'll talk about AfroX Experience, which is like an Afrobeat and piano bashment event in underrepresented cities. So cities like Exeter, for my case, I came to Exeter, a very white dominated city, and there was little or no like entertainment. And for me, I'm like, I love entertainment. There's no way I can do uni without that.
Yes.
Started the student starter program at the University of Exeter. Literally did a 10-week program, got the funding for that, brought it to life, won a few awards, Social Impact Award.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. And also got nominated for the Exeter Awards by the Exeter Chamber of Commerce, as the only Black person there as well. Do you know what I mean? So I like the fact that I'm a pioneer in whatever I'm doing. And uni was able to make that happen for me. So I kind of took the ball by its horn and made it what it is today. So yeah, with over about 30 acts in itself.
Yeah.
So it's a thing of pride for me to put those talented acts out there, and bring the whole business to life. So uni was a good experience for me. And yeah, just looking forward to what it brings after.
Well, for now, it brings everything together full circle.
Definitely.
Everything that you've learned, you've had different ways to experience it.
Yeah.
I like how you appreciate it, and at the same time, you also see how important it is to zone in on the opportunity you have right now. Let's be real. We're all coming from Nige, bro.
Yeah.
We know what it's like, and at the same time, we know the opportunities that we are given. We have an opportunity for us to learn. Learn something. Put something out there, at the same time seek a craft, be it your future career, be it, some form of an internship, you're learning something and you're building something for yourself. The whole point is to build something for ourselves so that we are fortified. You stand on your own 2 feet and you say that, yes, I've come here and I have won. We're in this world, man, the big bad world.
Yeah.
But the truth is, forever, as far as I'm concerned, due to the way we look, there's always going to be a handicap.
Of course.
Something we don't deserve. But at the end of the day, we just do what we do. The Bible speaks of reaping our fruits. And the truth is, people will see. People will choose to cover their eyes. And those that do it, they're afraid of the shine. But for now, boys, man, the men shine, man, because that's just what it's meant to be. Lion in the Room, people, like I've said, there's a podcast where we appreciate people that put their feet out there, make that step to show that there is something they're looking for. We have Lord B, we have his manager, Tomiwa, we have brothers that know what it means to hustle. You guys are going to hear a lot more about that. I'm Leo, man. You know me, bro. I'm having fun. They got shades on. I'm going to get my shades on as well. I'll let you guys know, man. But keep watching. You're going to love this. Oh, my days. Soon. You see the shades. I told you. I need to be on that level, man, because there's something about these guys, bro. I really appreciate the fact that you guys are here, one, and the fact that you are so driven, two. Getting to know that you both have your aspects of life that you're following, and at the same time, you are still trying to, dabble in each side.
Yeah.
You're helping each other and at the same time reaping any benefit that comes from it.
Of course.
And I think that's very intuitive. That's very respectable of the two of you. And it's something that people younger should look to have.
Yeah.
So before I talk any further, I think this is a very lovely opportunity to get to know who Lord B is,
Yeah.
how everything started. And first question off would be, what's with the alias Lord B? Because that's already a statement name.
Okay, good question. So it started from just going to my friend's house. And I think I was meant to go play FIFA with my friend. This was back when I was, let's just say, 14, right? And I was chatting to someone on Snapchat. I'm sure you know how that goes.
Yeah.
And then his and then his uncle saw me and he was like, who are you talking to? Let me see. And I'm like, listen, this was private. This was for me, for my eyes only kind of thing. And then he's like, Lord Badness. So this is what you're doing. And I'm like, which one is Lord Badness? And I was like, which one is Lord Badness? And then I said, if I'm ever going to do anything, I'm going to name myself Lord B. So that's how it actually came. So the B was meant to be for badness. But I was like, what the heck is badness? Nah, leave that out of it. Let's make it Lord B. And that's how the whole name came about.
True story, bro.
True story.
Come on. Yeah, you got the brothers on badness, bro. That's clean, man. That's clean. Hey, you think about nicknames and you realize that that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Very easy to pronounce. You know, you got a little plosive with the B, bro. So when they're screaming your name, it's like, yeah, I'm hearing it.
Yeah.
I'm hearing it. I'm loving that, bro. That's good. Hey, I like how you turned it around, though, of course.
Yeah.
I like how you turned it around, of course, bro. Oh, man. Shout out your uncle. That's lovely.
Nah,
But now, when it comes to the music,
yeah.
how did it all start, bro? Because I want to imagine you do have a love for music with the way you dabble in each and every genre and side genre.
Yeah.
Let's get to know where it all started, man.
I would say it started from a heartbreak, basically. I was investing my time when I was younger into girls.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just like most of us.
Of course, bro. Of course.
You know, and it got to a point where I got really heartbroken. And I fell into this kind of, what I call it, depression. And I was like, yo, why is this thing hurting me so much? You know, I felt like I needed to channel my energy into something else. So I started listening to a lot of Khalid. If you know, send me your location, let's focus on communicating. Exactly.
Lovely stuff.
So that kind of, his whole project, you know, took me out of that depression. Because if you listen to that project, it's all about, he's singing about his emotions and his experiences. And that's what kind of, I just got, it drew me closer, you know. And I was like, if I'm ever going to make music, I want to make music like this, you know. And I started singing one or two, you know. I learned a song from that project, sing to some of the girls in my, you know, high school. They're like, yo, you're really good, blah, blah, blah. So I got the confidence to actually, you know, take it to the next level. Then I came to the UK and I was like, you know, I've got everything I need. You know, this is the opportunity I need to seize. And the rest is history. The rest is history, man.
Lovely stuff, bro. I like how you mentioned the little performances in high school as well. Because when I was in high school as well, we did a little singing thing. It wasn't as big. We were just, you know, we're just picking out some of our favorite songs from FIFA and PES, you know, particular Bastille songs. And we come out and do like a little a cappella, and it got a few people coming in to listen. So we weren't really attracting a whole crowd, but it was a nice little experience.
Yeah,
around maybe IGCSE times, the times when we're meant to be studying and stuff, you know. So well, that's really nice, bro. That's really cool. And tell me what, I'd like to know, how was it like at the beginning for you? Because obviously you're seeing your brother pick a craft and something he can move forward with. Did you already know what you wanted to do, or at that point it was just like supporting your brother? Like let's know.
You know what it is, because we've always had each other. You know, so it's a thing that my mom always instilled in us, where if one person is doing something, if you don't know what you want to do yet, you have to support regardless. You know, so it's a thing where he knew what he wanted to do. I'm like, okay, the first thing is to support.
Of course.
Find how I can, you know, make that happen. And also for me, like I said, my calling has always been business.
100%.
You know, in terms of even like when I was in high school, we used to have a DJ where, you know, we actually made like brought him over to the school. He did a whole tour in all the Chrisland branches. We facilitated that, you know. So I've always done business in terms of a lot of things, you know, from young.
Nice.
So I'll say I knew my calling, but I also knew that what was prerogative was to make sure that I supported his passion as well, you know, and coming up to fast forward to like, let's say last year, where I actually started my own personal, I won't say personal, but like started the AfroX experience.
Yes.
I felt like, you know, promoting talented acts, promoting the genres of Afrobeat and Amapiano was a big thing for me, especially in underrepresented cities. That's when I feel like my full calling came in, you know, and I just chased that like right through. And obviously he supported that as well.
Lovely.
You know, from being an artist on there to also, you know, doing the back end of things as well. Because two heads are always better than one.
For sure.
You know, so when I'm in a whole different spot, I'm calling him, oh yeah, how's it going there? Yeah, I've got it sorted here. So just do your thing. And that's good to have, you know, because you could be in two places at the same time.
Yes.
You know, locked in. So yeah, that's how we support each other, and also how, you know, I found my own calling. Yeah.
Lovely. Big ups to your mom, obviously, because these are important things. And these are things that I've been taught as well. Two heads are definitely better as one. You have siblings, you live together, you work together, you know, you build yourselves up so that you can then go out into the world and, you know, like you already said, take the bull by the horns. Because imagine it's sometimes life, situations can be larger than life in a sense, you know. So why not have two people confronted?
Yeah.
You know, why not have two people confronted? And that's really lovely. Great. So genres.
Yeah.
When you look at the kind of music you try to produce, how would you describe it? Because I've listened to some of the songs, you know, at the moment you have a decent following, a decent listening group as well, bro, because your music is good.
Yeah.
Your music is good, bro. I was listening to it and I was like, I already have a favorite, Joe. I already have a favorite right now. That's pretty chill, bro. I'm really liking that one. So chat to me. What's the genres and who do you get inspiration from?
That's a good one. Do you know what? I feel like my genre is Afrofusion.
Lovely.
Yeah, I fuse a lot. My backbone is Afrobeat. And I just fuse a lot. I do my piano as well. I do R&B, and I'm slowly drifting towards Afro R&B now, because my last track is Control Me.
Yes.
And if you listen to that, you can hear the elements of Afrobeats just a bit in it. And also Formula. If you listen to Formula, there's that Afro R&B thing as well. And I'm trying to make that my whole sound now. Some people are gonna be upset about that because they like that whole, you know,
the complete
party, you know,
dance
and that piano with dancey kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna do that. Joe is an upbeat kind of vibe.
Cheers.
So I'm guessing that's why you love it as well.
It was pretty chill, bro.
That's a song, actually. That's a song I made when I actually started music properly. Okay, I'll give you the backstory. So Joe, my first song was Duro. And Duro brought me out of that phase of, oh, this guy's just playing, to the phase of, actually, I think we should tap in.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Then after that, I dropped Joe. And then Joe was the song that led to my first hit. My first hit was Kilonso. If you were in Lagos at that time, Kilonso was basically the anthem in Lagos. It got into top 100 Nigeria. It was a point in my life where I was like, wow, you know,
that's a milestone, bro.
Yeah, trust me. Yeah, Kilonso featuring Smada. But I'll be very honest with that. I felt like I wasn't ready. You know, sometimes you can get that big break, and you're not actually ready for it. I'd actually admit I think I wasn't, but it did what it had to do for me. And I felt like there was a lot I had to learn from, you know, being in the limelight, you know, taking in negative comments, positive comments, because people always have things to say. That's just how life is, you know. And we thank God, Control Me right now is doing what it's meant to do. And I said, listen, if I ever get that break again, I will not make a mistake. I'm going to grab it by the neck. I said I'll grab it by the neck. And you can see from my promotions right now, bro, I'm going crazy. I'm just picking up my phone, going on that TikTok grind, all the things that I couldn't do before because I had this mental block. Like, oh, is that a bit of me? Is that not a bit of me? That's gone now.
Yeah.
Now I'm focused on the mission. Now it's a mission. And yeah, that's basically it.
Lock on, bro. I like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of your promotions, because man, when we're looking at artists up and coming, already cemented, your promotions, the way you record, the way you put out your music, your work is crucial.
For sure.
And the way you guys do it is different, man. I'm looking at your video because I've seen some of the Control Me videos, and they look well recorded.
Yeah.
You've touched it up post editing and everything.
Yeah.
Brother, you could have just recorded it, kind of just auto synced it with a song and things like that, man. But you guys are taking this really seriously.
Exactly.
And those are the things that put you ahead of the rest of your competition.
For sure.
When it comes to making music, as long as a person can vibe, man, you're going to be on the playlist, and depending on how catchy your tunes are, you're going to be replayed. You're going to find yourself on someone's top 100, their yearly streams and all of that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the promotion. Why is that so? I mean, it's why is it so crucial to you guys? I mean, it's easy to understand, but why do you guys take it as seriously as you do?
I feel like we've gotten to an era where promotion is music. Forget about talent. No one really cares. You have to know how to market yourself, market your brand. Help people lock into what you're trying to create, the reality you're trying to create for people. And it's a thing where we own a photography and videography company.
Yes.
And we thank God because that has really helped us skip steps, And we said that, listen, if we're going to lock in, if we're going to do this music thing properly, we need to, sacrifice time, energy. A lot of effort is going to be put in. And I thank God we've been, doing what we need to do. It's not been easy.
Yeah.
It's not been easy. We've, locked heads a couple
but
times.
Of course. That has to happen, man. Everyone's got a vision,
For sure.
You guys, as much as you have your ideals put together, your understandings are pretty much, let's say, the same.
Yeah.
Your visions will always be slightly different because we have two brains, we have two minds, and the both of you are versed. It's not as though one person says, "Oh yeah, you know what? Handle that. Yeah, take care of it. Yeah, I'm just gonna make my music," or you know what? Hey, you just make your music, and I'll focus on getting you your collaborations and where you're gonna sing. You guys have the opportunity to discuss.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, guy, I don't like what you're bringing up, bro. That doesn't actually make sense. You're like, oh, okay, bring up something now. You think you got the brain?
Yeah.
It's normal. It's normal.
Literally.
As long as you guys obviously resolve, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you guys are the heart and soul of everything you have.
Exactly.
Can't have you guys on, what's that? Celebrity stories. What happened to the brothers? Hashtag the additions or something.
Yeah.
Oh, talk to me. What's it like, man? I like to hear your perspective on everything as well.
For me, I deal with the shooting, editing. Shout out to a partner as well, Maiwa.
Maiwa?
Yeah.
I know him as well, bro.
So it's TMT, so Tomiwa, Maiwa, Timale.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Big you up, bro. Big up to you. Big up to you. That's nice.
Yeah, we do with the whole I deal with the direction, shooting as well. He does some shooting as well. I do with the editing as well. So in TMT, I'm the main editor.
That's cool.
So I just like to, I'm trying to hone that skill as well, as it goes on. And so far, so good. It's going really well.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's how I just kind of take all the pressure from, Lord B having to do the singing, and editing and shooting. I deal with that. He focuses on his craft. So that's basically how it is with us. And he's a talented artist. I know for a fact, like sometimes when I'm in the studio with him, I'm like, all right, cool. Sometimes I'm like, let me just listen. And then I listen and I see what he comes up with, and I'm like, yeah, you're different. So yeah, I just have to give it to him, because obviously we've grown up together since the womb. You get what I mean? So, just seeing that talent is amazing. So yeah, that's how we deal with things and just sort things out.
Lovely, man.
Yeah,
You're
man.
just in awe,
man.
bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's really good, man. That's really
That's
good.
what it is,
Being
man.
able to look past the differences, you know, of course, bro. It's out there. Yeah, we locked heads. Yeah, we
Yeah.
fought. I mean, as brothers do,
Of
you know,
course,
as
of
brothers do. But you realize that there's no one else you need but the two of you.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Bro.
It's respectable. It's the way it's meant to be. I heard a phrase, and unfortunately, I can't put it together well, but it basically spoke about a family and having well-raised children. It's like having fortified soldiers at the gate of a kingdom.
Yeah.
You are always going to be prepared because you've raised good people. And these people have understood for themselves that this is the way life is meant to be.
Yeah.
I can have my ideals, I can have my ambitions, but my moral code remains as follows.
Yeah.
As long as you're still making your family proud, however you can, that is what matters. And as long as you can do it as brothers together, I mean, who knows? Who knows what the future is going to be like? But I want to imagine you guys are together, you know, all your businesses, you will handle everything together, you know.
Yeah.
But along the line, you will grow.
Of course.
But the time you spent will always be appreciated. And that's a lovely thing, man. A really, really lovely thing. But I want to touch on talent as well, because we can't ignore the fact, bro, you are talented. Of course, you've worked on it hard, you're hardworking, and you got the skill, but you can't say that Neymar hasn't worked on how many, dribbles and favelas, you know, like, so when it comes to talent and hard work, what would you say is more important? We all know that they work hand in hand. I have discussed this as well, but to the two of you, what stands out more?
It's definitely hard work.
You're a Ronaldo fan.
It's 110%.
You're a Ronaldo fan, have you?
Bro, I'm a fan of winners.
You're a fan of okay.
Messi, Ronaldo, whoever's
As long as
winning.
they're winning. Say no more.
It's hard work. I feel like you can be talented if you work hard enough.
Yes.
If you think of it like this, right? You have a maths equation. You're not really getting it. And you spend a whole week, 2 weeks trying to solve this one equation. At the end of the day, you're going to get it.
True.
You will get it. So I feel like if you're hardworking, you can get to a point where you can make a difference. And if God now blesses you with talent, then that's just overkill. If you're hardworking and you're talented, which I feel like that's me, man.
Yeah.
I literally cannot go a day without recording 2 to 3 songs sometimes.
That's good.
In a day. And, I feel like that's really helped me, adjust my mind, and it's hard work all the time.
Impressive.
Yeah, for sure.
Why you told me about Messi or Ronaldo? Very quickly. Don't give me that winner's talk.
Nah, you know what? I'm going to be political with this. I'm a Ronaldo fan.
Okay. That's cool.
I'm a Ronaldo fan.
That's cool. We appreciate hard work over here, bro.
Yeah.
But the magical madness, you have to give it its props as well. Why you chat to me?
For me, I think hard work is imperative for anything. Especially where we're at right now in this generation. What makes you stand out, even if you're a streamer, even if you're like, a TikToker. TikTokers work hard. People think that it's like a job that, you're just using your phone. But there's a lot of content planning. There's a lot of, ideation. There's a lot of execution that goes in behind, that, most people don't do. And then when they make the bag, then it's, he's just streaming. He's just doing this,
They downplay it.
So hard work is the foundation for anything.
Yep.
Where we're at right now, and if you're not working hard and expect things to fall in your lap, I'm sorry, you're not in the right place, right generation, or right anything.
That's true.
What I mean? So that's what it is, man. That's what it is.
I like that. That's very true, man. You can't expect anything to be dropped for you.
Yeah.
At a point, you're a child, you're a baby, and things have to be given to you. You learn to be curious so that you ask questions and you understand what's around you. And you need to also have people that inspire you and teach you to go searching for more. So I like that, man. Hard work at the end of the day will still be crucial. It is priority to even keep your talent alive because, as I already mentioned, they go hand in hand. We've all agreed it goes hand in hand, and that's what keeps you relative. In regards to your genre, still for the two of you, general question: we all love Afro beats.
Yeah.
But if you had to appreciate another genre or a few other genres, could you mention a few? I don't wanna make you give out your top three, but just name two, man. We might enjoy. I know you guys like jazz. I'm here. I hear the saxophones a little bit in some of the songs. So you guys are definitely some jazzy boys. So chat to me.
I like R&B.
Mhm.
I'm a big fan of R&B. I feel like it's just the genre itself has so much meaning,
Mhm.
and I just connect with it. Apart from that, I would say I'm at piano. I'm at piano is a
I've
big
been
one.
putting him on,
It gets to the brain.
I've been putting him on,
I think it's highly spiritual.
Yeah, yeah.
For sure.
For me, I'm a pianist first,
Of course.
above anything else. I grew up on Afrobeats, but I'm a piano to me speaks to me in a different way.
Mhm.
You don't need lyrics on it.
True.
That's highly spiritual. Once you can connect to beats,
Mhm.
then that's the end goal. So yeah, it has a lot of meaning. It connects with me differently. I'm a piano, Afrobeats. Yeah, some jazz. Yeah, some jazz. But R&B as well. I'm a big fan of R&B.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of R&B.
Lovely. I can understand where you're coming from with the Amapiano, mainly in the sense of vibrations. I've come to understand that vibrations and frequencies are very powerful, very important in our day and age as well. It's just something that's not really spoken about.
Yeah.
And if you're not a studio, if you're not in the studio, you don't really know how powerful it is or it can be. When you're listening to Amapiano, bro, very simply put, it's just another vibe, man. It's just another vibe.
Another world.
Yeah, or another world, man. You literally hear like the lyrics for like maybe like a good minute, and the rest is just beats. The rest is just beats, bro. And that's something you can appreciate. And then with R&B, timeless, singing in the rain. I appreciate that. I see that. Little Usher, little Trey songs.
Chris Brown
too. Shout out Chris Brown. The thing about R&B and the reason I know why you guys like it is just the fact that you can make so much out of it. You can use R&B to produce so much. You can make a love song, you can make heartbreak song. At the same time, you can make a song where people can still vibe, a party song.
Yeah.
You can talk about anything in R&B, and it just fits, but it's also akin to Afro beats as well.
true.
Afro music, you can sing about anything. Anything, man.
It's mostly about women though.
No, of course, Afro beats, that's a true love string song, the true love genre. Because that's what you normally hear, man. That's what you normally hear. I was listening to a song where some brother was talking about running away from Casablanca or something, it's just chill. I love Afro beats as well because as you also do, you incorporate your traditional language as well.
For sure.
For those that don't know the language, they just vibe. But for those that know it, they get to listen to it on a deeper level. Those that are interested, they can ask or they can translate it. And be it love, be it an experience, be it growth. Because, I want to also say that it's mainly about growth as well.
Yeah.
It's something that people can vibe to, It's something very similar to, in my opinion, what Burna Boy does. They say in terms of Afrofusion and Alte Cruz, he kind of pioneered that. He's one of the people that pioneered that. And when you look at the branches that he's been able to reach out to, it's something that's very respectable and inspiring as well, man. Because at some point, Burna Boy was in Nige, really pushing out his albums. I've loved Burna Boy. If you ever need to call out a Burna Boy fan, bro, from my JS2, that's like 11 years old.
Yeah.
And that's what it's supposed to be, bro. That was the first song, man. And from there, bro, it was just there. So for you guys, I can see the vision. I can see why it's good to be able to take pieces from different genres and make it into your own.
For sure.
That's what it mees to be individual.
Yeah.
I want to imagine that's what it means to be Lord B.
Nah, for sure.
Clean.
For
I like that.
Now you cook.
That's why I do this, bro. This is why I do this. Yes, people, if you're still with us, this is Lion in the Room, and I'm here with Lord B, manager Tomiwa, brothers, lovely guys, and hardworking, driven individuals. We've gotten to the point in this episode where we start to discuss inspirational movements and we look at ways that we can pass on knowledge to the people that are watching, young and old, because you're never too old to pick up something new.
Yeah.
And it's always the best opportunity to learn new ways to better yourselves.
For sure.
So my first question is going to be to Tomiwa, because we do have a lot of people that dabble more in the business side of things, regardless of whether it's in music, sometimes it's just in other firms. How can a person, or how have you stayed focused in your endeavors? You're young, so we easily get distracted. There are so many different things in life. So I would like to know how you stay focused, and maybe sometimes as a brother, how do you also keep your twin brother in check? And vice versa, if you ever have to as well, Lord B.
Yeah. How do I stay focused? Well, for me, it's all about the end goal. I'm very goal oriented. Like, I have to know where I'm working to, so I work from there backwards. And if I've not gotten there yet, it means that I need to keep going. Do you get what I mean? So, for example, with the AfroX experience that we jointly run as well, that I founded, basically, the whole thing is I do businesses that align with my passion. And for me, it's about putting those talented acts, spreading the genres in those underrepresented cities. And there's no end goal to that. But on the journey, we've been recognized, as a business. The Social Impact Award from the City of Exeter.
Lovely.
The finalist for the Exeter Impact Award from the Exeter Chamber of Commerce. So there's things like that that that, when you're achieving these things, it means that you're doing the right thing. So it motivates me to keep going. And the only way I could achieve those things was because I kept going. And I like to make sure that the road I'm on is clear and I don't give up on that road. So as long as it aligns with my passion, I keep going with it. That's my eternal fuel. Do you know what I mean? So that's how I keep going. In terms of with Lord B, I won't lie, doing music sometimes it messes with your emotions. It not sometimes, all the time. And sometimes you need that person that's outside of you to make you just keep you in check, just make sure that, even if this bad things happen right now, the whole goal of it is to express yourself, and just keep going. That's what I try to do. I try to make sure that when he's down, he can draw energy from me, and when I'm down, he does the same thing, So yeah, for me, it's just from a supportive point of view.
Yeah.
Whenever he's feeling a bit down or like out of it, So yeah.
That's good, man. That's good. That's really cool, man. Lord, do you have anything you want to add as well, man? Or
Yeah,
it's all said?
He's basically said it all, but I think I'll just a few words.
That's how we like it.
I feel like in order to stay focused, you need to have a purpose. I feel like that's very important. I feel like we all have a purpose. People just find it out later, than others. My purpose, I know I'm not confused as music. I feel like I've been put in this earth to inspire people through frequencies, through sound, and that kind of helps me stay in line. It helps me realize that, listen, this is bigger than me. This is not just about me wanting to sing to the mic. I've got people that message me almost every other day. Oh, yo, this song that you sang, One Life, I've been going through something in my life. And bro, this song really speaks to me. And because I make songs from my, experiences, 100 billion other people in this life have most likely gone through whatever I've gone through.
100%.
So that's why music is healing, it heals, is deeper than just words, And yeah, and I feel like when you realize that, it's above, or it's not just about you, you get that drive to want to get up and, deliver it to the world, heal the world, if as people might say.
No, fair enough. It fits the context, bro.
Yeah.
It fits the context, because it's a lovely thing being able to see that the reason for you to move on, to move forward, the reason for you to keep pushing in your endeavors is because you are reaching out to people and inspiring them to overcome, not really get over things, but overcome whatever grievances or overbearings that come their way. They come in each person's life, but there will be someone or something you can hold on to or use as a fuel to push yourself out of there. And that inspiring you to keep moving is lovely. Coming on the fact that you have to keep holding yourself accountable, because truthfully that is the only way forward, is also very admirable as well, man, because it's a very straightforward and direct way of thinking, which a lot of people need to have. Some people don't. Sometimes they need to go through process after process. But with you, man, it's like, well, it's like looking at yourself in the mirror and asking yourself, where am I and where do I want to be?
Yeah.
And, you know, you move from there. We've heard so many different sayings and so many different ways to hold ourselves accountable. But sometimes you just have to ask yourself, you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, hey, do you want this? You want it? Then are you, exactly, how bad do you want it? So it's like, are you working towards that in the fashion that you should be? And if you're not, cool, pick up. That's what it is, just pick up. And I like that, man. I like that. Now, when it comes to the music space, working alongside different people, collaborating, meeting people, meeting fans, and all that you've experienced, to round this lovely episode off, I'd like to know, what have you guys really learned? What have you grasped? What's really stuck with you? You know, because you could meet someone, never meet them again, but because of how they were, how they treated you, or even, you know, the music that they made with you, it sticks. So is there anything you've learned, any fond memories? For all I know, any negative memories, man, let me know.
That's a good question. Do you want to start?
Listen, you know what? Yeah. Fun memories. I get this frequently. You know, I was at an event yesterday. And it was in Leicester. It's about 3 hours and a bit from here. And I was literally just having fun, and it's people coming to me, yo, Lord B. And you know, I was so tired of saying, oh, I'm not Lord B, I'm his twin brother. Now I'm just like, yeah, how fun now?
Yeah, of course, man, of course.
You know, so that's the fun part of it. And it also shows you the reach of his music. Because it impacts people in a way where they recognize you and they're actually genuinely happy that they see you. You know, and sometimes when I'm the one experiencing that, it's like an outer body experience a bit, you know, because people are genuinely happy to see Lord B.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, that's some fun things. It happens more often than not.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You gotta roll with
you know,
it.
I've just got really comfortable with it, I guess, you know, because where I am, he is. Where he is, I am. You know, so that's just what it is. That's how we were made to be on this earth.
Yeah.
You know, so those are some fun memories, you know. Yeah. What do you think?
Fun memories. There was a time I did a show in Birmingham, and it was an amazing show.
Yeah.
Just from stepping into the show itself, people just saying, oh my God, I think that's Lord B. Oh, do you see him? Oh my God, look. That's Lord B. And I'm looking at him, I'm like, I always have my shades on just because I don't want people to see my eyes, innit?
Yeah. You know,
and I'm just doing my thing. And sometimes I kind of have that outer body experience. You know, I'm just watching him like, wow, damn, you did that. You know, we packed out about almost in fact, was it more than 200?
Yeah,
it was probably more than 200. And I was like, wow.
A city that you're not based in.
In a city I'm not even based in. And then they say, oh, Lord B is about to perform. Everyone's going, Lord B. And I'm just holding my drink and I'm like, I'm like, all right, listen, bro. Nah, you did this, man. You're him, literally. And that's all hard work, man. It's all locking in. I don't know who's locked in and not seen results. It's impossible. If people, at least you're gonna get haters. If you don't get fans, you get haters, and all of them, they all matter.
True. That's very true.
Do you know what I mean? So locking in is extremely important, man. Just, you know, find what you want to be in life. You know, lock in and trust me, man. It's gonna happen. It's gonna work out. And if it's not working out right now, it's gonna work out later, man. And when it works out later, you'll be so ready for it. You know, you'll be so ready, and just pray, man. Trust me, man. Pray.
Most important thing. Pray.
It's the most important thing, man.
Lovely,
Pray, man.
Lovely. I like that, man. The preparation, bro. The preparation. But from what I can get from the both of you speaking, man, it's basically just being able to appreciate how far you've come.
Of course.
You know, as you've gone along your journey, you are seeing people that are enjoying the ride.
Yeah.
You know, imagine, you know, you're driving freeway, you pick someone up, you're thinking, yeah, it's going to be fine, you know, and they are just vibing. You got some people that are going to be like, oh, let's go here, or let's go here, or you know what, let me drive, you know? They're trying to take the wheel, so it's like, cool, get out of my car.
Yeah.
But then you got the next guy, it's like, yo, I appreciate you guys carrying me along, man. Oh, what music are you playing? Oh, this is pretty chill, I'm loving this. Before you know it, they're making your ride a lot more enjoyable.
Exactly.
You got the fans. Yeah, cool, fair enough. All right, cool. You don't know all right, fair enough. I'm a twin. You don't know it's the wrong person you're speaking to. But shoot, man, I'm loving the fact that you're loving what my brother's put in. You know, the work that my brother's put in.
Yeah.
You appreciate the fact that he's worked hard. You're loving his music. All right, cool. Yeah, sure. I'll play the person for. I don't mind. Yeah, cool. You'll be asking about Tomiwa very soon. But hey, for now, man, Lord B, it's cool. It's cool. Lord Badness, you know, it's cool. We all on badness a little bit sometimes. Well, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You appreciate the fact that people appreciate you.
For sure.
And you get to see, bro, in front of all the bright lights, you know, 200, even if it was 50 people, bro, it's just like, thank you for doing this. Thank you for being out here.
Yeah.
Thank you for appreciating my hard work.
Yeah.
Because as much as we want to say, you know, we graft and we grind for ourselves so that we're sufficient, damn, man, we do like when people praise what we've worked hard on.
Of course.
You know, we don't want to work for another person to praise us, but when they do, we appreciate the love that they show us, man. And that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal. And for you guys, it's lovely, bro. But this has been Lion in the Room. I really do appreciate the love that you show, the support. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. And my guys, please shout out your pages, shout out your businesses. Let the people know. Let Lion in the Room. Let the lions out there know.
All right, cool. I go by the name Lord B. You can get me on Instagram at Lord B Official, TikTok at Lord B Official _, and Twitter at Lord B Official.
So yeah, it's been a pleasure. My name is Tomiwa, also known as Mr. Afro X. You could follow us on Afro X Experience. So that's Afro EXE Experience on Instagram. Same thing on TikTok. Our photography and videography page is tmt.visuals. You can get us on there. Our record label is the TMT Entertainment on Instagram as well. And it's been a pleasure in the Lion's Den.
It's been amazing being on here tonight. Thank you for having us.
Of course, bro.
Insightful, you know, conversations, and it's been a pleasure, man.
It's cool, man. You guys did all the talking, so for me, I get to learn. That's another thing about the podcast, bro. Just being able to learn for myself. I get to understand how people do their things. You know, at some point, you know, in this life, you will have people that inspire you and some people that influence you in both ways, positive or negative. But for me, I've come to understand that even if there's a person who lives a negative lifestyle but has a few positive things that I can pick up, even if it's his relentless, doggish behavior when it comes to grinding, take it, man. Or cool, maybe he doesn't know how to speak well, or he just throws whatever comes out of his mind. Okay, cool, that's not the best thing to do. But I'm going to take that doggish relentlessness, bro. I'm going to grind. I'll work for it. You have someone who knows how to speak to anybody and everybody, take that. Oh, he doesn't know how to dress. Okay, cool, minus points. I'm going to learn how to dress. This guy knows how to dress. Everyone's going to have their pros and cons.
There's always something to learn.
Exactly. Just pick up the pros. And with you guys, man, I'm going to let you guys figure that out for yourselves, but you're definitely learning something when you listen to these two brothers, two different minds, two great minds, and great music, man. Great music. So definitely check out Lord B's music on Spotify, Apple Music,
of course,
SoundCloud if you want to find the true bangers. The true bangers. But there you have it, people. This has been Lion in the Room. Take care of yourselves. God bless you and peace.